We are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Baltimore Ravens and the Miami Dolphins. Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
26.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Down. The Ravens able to get to him. Montez Sweat in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Love. And he's going to go down again. Aaron Donald able to record his 5th sack of the season.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. This is taken at the 23. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
44-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 44. He'll set up to throw. Looking left side, Andrews went incomplete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. They go play action now. Jackson looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Andrews. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 12 more yards for him there. It's a first down.
First down, Ravens.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Play action. action. Now Jackson. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Mecole Hardman, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stop it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Montez Sweat racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. At this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
That was awfully nice. Hit him in stride, and off he went. It was almost like the ball hitting him was like him receiving a baton, and he was running the anchor leg in a relay race.
They go play action here on first down. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice, get rid of it, live to fight another down.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 36. A gain there of 21 yards. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 36. Jackson will throw again. Completes it to Hardman. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. A very solid gain of 27.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you can...
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. You think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot, and that time he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get to the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around.
So not quite out of danger just yet. Still backed up a bit, but only need a few inches here on second down. Love looking to throw it. He finds Howard complete. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football as they've got it second down and 11.
Watch the curve. Watch the curve. Hey, alert 48. Alert. Hey, we're going to make the 48 right now. Let's go. I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you.
To throw now. Here's Love. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium.
48 for Mike.
On third down, Love going right side here, and that's complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
31-yard.
His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down. Jordan Love ready on first down here. Down the numbers. There he goes. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown.
Well, it certainly looked to me like he tapped into the quarterback's thought process there. And what I'm hearing more and more when I go around the league, defenders sitting in on quarterback meetings trying to learn more about how they think so they can be in the right position to be in the right spot, as he was there to pick that one off and take it all the way back for a touchdown.
Here's Seibert now to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Ravens 14, Dolphins nothing.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. They run the counter now on first down. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
He's tackled at the 40.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on fourth down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
He's going deep for Brown. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is third down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, Really, this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact. But in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
Now Jackson back into his end zone. Under pressure and down he goes in the end zone, and that's a safety. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's up past the 10 to about the 12.
19, the ball carrier.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 12-yard line.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Play action. It's Jackson. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. Well, this is taken in. It's complete.
One play at a time. Here we go.
All the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mecole Hardman, 81 yards as the Ravens push further out in front. Now, he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Seibert on for the PAT. And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score Ravens 21, Dolphins nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3 and out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
At the 41.
Partner's bad enough when you just can't hold on to the football. But when your quarterback's throwing it to the other team, that's 3 interceptions now, 4 turnovers for the game. You really have no chance to win the football game.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Mecole Hardman on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now.
The score, Ravens 28, Dolphins nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
5-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Here's Love. Buying time to his left. That's caught by Howard. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Give him 22 yards, and that's also where they snapped it from, the 22. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. To pass, here's Jordan Love. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. 2nd down, Love. He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. This will be caught inside the 10. And the Dolphins are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
At the Ravens' 10-yard line.
Love now. And the ball comes out. Love lost it. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, we know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he gets up near the 25 to about the 24 before going out of bounds. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson going to throw right side here, complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line.
Jackson's
in need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive, not much sense. So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So you got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
They go play action with Jackson. Flush to his right. Complete to the running back, Matt Breida. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Off play action. Jackson. Flushed out right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. And he'll lose yardage on this one, back to the 13. Disaster there, resulting in a loss of 7 on 3rd down. Well, so much for that possession.
Yeah, I think he tried to do a little too much there, partner. He tried to keep it himself. Ended up getting buried in the backfield, and that brings up 4th down.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And some room to maneuver. The 20. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 38 yards on the scamper there.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to find O.J. Howard, and it's 3rd and 5.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Now Love. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
For the Dolphin field goal, a 23-yard attempt.
The kick by Sanders is good. And the Dolphins are going to be forced to settle for 3. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit 3rd quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
After the field goal, here comes Sanders to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Eluding the pressure right. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
And, Brandon, this is the time of the game when Jackson could really take over. He's got the defense's legs a little bit tired. He's got them on the run.
Yeah, this defense looks gassed, and you're exactly right. Second half with the lead, this is when Lamar Jackson seems to thrive. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
8 yards on the pickup brings up 2nd and 2. At their 49-yard line.
On the option, Jackson will keep it. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And down to the 27-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Throw left side complete. It's Andrews. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Ravens add on. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
35, Dolphins 3.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The 32-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Off the play fake. Jackson. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line.
And that's the 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he'll go down at the 28. Able to find a seam for 14 yards, but still now facing a 4th down after the scramble.
Well, it's not going to be a 1st down, but that's a nice job of picking up yardage on 3rd and long. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you. And in this case, it wasn't enough to pick up the 1st down.
So good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
That's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Man open left side is Brown. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back now in Miami. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. 1st down, going to the air with Love. Flush to his right. Open man is Howard, the tight end. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
And not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. They could get it done. But guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11 now.
And 11 at the 35-yard line.
Throwing. Love. It's complete to Brown, right side. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Marquise Brown with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Dolphins are in for 6.
Well, it's been a tough day, but they finally were able to get one into the end zone, and maybe the offense will feel a little bit better about itself going into next week.
And if you're a coach taking that into next week, I know you're upset, but it is a little bit more respectable, somewhat of a moral victory, right?
Yeah, they probably won't say a lot of that to the team, but it is true. It's something for them to build on, and then they can call their mom and tell her, "Hey, Mom, for your fantasy points, we got you a few down the stretch."
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Taken from about the 12. Oh, good return up past the 30.
Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. And that play just looked a little helter-skelter from the start. That's the risk as a quarterback. Once you take off with that football, you might fumble it, and he did.
And he was going for the reward, which is gaining yardage, breaking down a defense. But you're right about the risk. Always lurking out there, someone always trying to get to the football. Try to find a place to cover up and slide and protect you.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Montez Sweat, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
48. 48's the mic. Man out, man out, man out.
Love. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
It's going to be another day. Check 48's the mic. Check 48's the mic. All day, punk.
To throw on third down, Love. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead. And that'll cut the lead back now to 21.
Makes the score Ravens 38, Dolphins 17. Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. I'm sure the message as they come out onto the field is, hey, take care of the football, because the fumble last possession led to a touchdown. Still a 3-score game, though.
You don't want things to start to snowball. You know, one error leads to another, which leads to another. And then all of a sudden you're fighting for your life down the stretch instead of finishing the game in style, which is what they're trying to do on this drive.
Yeah, it would be a pretty amazing comeback, but we've seen crazier things happen in the National Football League.
We certainly have.
They'll roll him out right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down.
How many times have we sat with coordinators, and especially the defensive guys, they've talked about big plays, sacks. They often come in bunches. Well, it may not be a bunch here, but that is the 3rd sack of the game for them.
And around sack 3 or 4, I would think it starts to get in the quarterback's head a little bit.
Not just the quarterback, the offensive play caller, the offensive line, knocks people off balance and changes what they normally do.
Jackson going to look to do it himself. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
Gain of 14. And a Raven 1st down.
Play action. Now Jackson. Forced out to his left. Completes it to Hardman. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
3rd down.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll set up a screen for Breida. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
First down, Baltimore.
They go play action now. Jackson finding Hardman here over the middle. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
First down, Ravens.
He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and very short.
It's second and inches at the Dolphins' 16-yard line.
Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. Being chased out left. Now he'll pull it down. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a first down.
Gain of 3 on the play. And a Raven first down.
Off play action. Jackson. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard.
Off the play fake. Jackson rolling to his right. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. John Ross, his second touchdown on the season. And the Ravens will extend their lead.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
At their own 23-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And just looking ahead, it would appear that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one. They'll probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. And we've got a timeout.
He was taken
9 seconds remaining.
A loss of a yard. Brings up
a loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Mike 48, Mike 48. You gonna see me in your 52 blaster. You gonna see me in your nightmares. Why? Get wide. Alert 3, alert 3, alert 3. Check 48's the mic. Check 48's the mic. It's been a long day for you. 48's mic. 48.
Love looking to throw it. This is caught. It's Brown. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Cut. Tight ends on the loosey. Tight ends on the loosey.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory.
Final score.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Ravens, the win here means it'll be a 7-1 first half of the season. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, they'll fall to 5-3 with a loss. And they'll take this loss into the bye as they'll be back in action in Week 10.